All right. Is the screen clear, please? All right. This class is actually for beginners, those people who don't know anything about Forex. So if you're a beginner, okay, good. If you're a beginner, you know nothing about Forex. This class, we are going to be talking about Forex from the scratch. Because even advanced students, some of us who are advanced, is also good most times to attend this basic class because it brings you back to things you think you know. It brings you back, it reminds you of some things that you may be missing. So let's go ahead and talk about what is Forex. This is very important. What is Forex and which people trade Forex? So let me show my slide. All right. So Forex, as the name implies, is a foreign exchange. Forex is simply foreign exchange. When two currency pairs are exchanged, it is called Forex. If you have traveled out of the country, that means you have already participated in the foreign exchange business, because whenever you are traveling, the money you give to whoever that is changing your currency for you, let's say you are getting out of Nigeria and you're traveling to the United States of America. Whenever you do that, you go to your bureau de change, the people who change money, and they give you dollar. That transaction that takes place is what is called foreign exchange. But the one you and I are going to trade is not that type of transaction. This one is done electronically, where you can just be in your house and place a trade, and you make profit from that particular trading. So Forex is just foreign exchange. It's buying and selling of currencies. And we have people who are the players in the Forex business. Forex is the largest and the most liquid financial market in the world. So who are these players in Forex? We have the banks and other financial institutions. These are the major, when I say major, they are the major players in the foreign exchange business or Forex market. We also have the federal governments. Almost all the governments in the world trade Forex. So federal government use Forex to sustain the economy. When they trade, they make profits to balance the economy. So that is what basically foreign exchange is all about. Then we also have the third people who trade Forex are hedge fund managers, mutual fund managers. These people, like brokers, they trade Forex. These people trade Forex and they make money from their trades every single day. And then the least people in the Forex market is called retail traders. These traders are people who, just like you and I, we are called retail traders. And we are just 20% of the Forex market. Now, what does that mean? It means that what we do in the market does not actually affect the market. The market is being moved by the major players, the government, the hedge fund managers, and these central banks of the world. So let's look at these currency pairs that are being traded in the Forex market. Now, Forex is buying and selling of currencies, like I said. So these are the pairs. We have three major pairs that are traded in the market, and out of these pairs, we have what they call the majors. Then we have what they call minors or crosses, and then we have what they call exotic. So let's look at the major currency pairs that is most traded. The major currency pairs that are traded in the Forex market is this you're seeing on the screen. It is called major currency pairs, and the currency pair that has to do with the US dollar. Any currency pair that has to do with the US dollar is referred to as the major. All these ones you're seeing on the screen, if you want to screen snap them, you can screen snap them. They are called the majors. We have the Euro USD, which is the very, very much traded currency pair in the world. Then we have the Euro GBP is also okay. We have the GBP USD is also very well traded. Then we have this USD CHF. We have USD CAD card, the one we're about to trade. Then we also have AUD USD. These are the major currency pairs. And we have this other side, you see the names are dollar yen, pound dollar, dollar Swissy, dollar loonie, Aussie dollar. These are Kiwi dollar. These are the Greek names for these particular currency pairs. And then we also have what you call minors. These minors are the ones that they don't have USD dollars, but they are also from major economies. So they are also widely traded. Most traders in the world trade these particular currency pairs. Look at them on the screen. GBP CHF, United Kingdom, Switzerland. GBP AUD, United Kingdom, Aussie pound, pound Aussie rather. GBP CAD, United Kingdom, Canada, pound loonie. GBP NZD, United Kingdom, New Zealand, yeah, pound Kiwi. So these are also crosses, and they are referred to as pound crosses. Now we have another type of crosses that is also widely traded, and these are called euro crosses. The euro crosses are also currency pairs that contain the eurozone currency. You can see them on the screen. They are there. Euro Canada, all these ones. These are now. You don't need to. You must not overwhelm yourself with all these currency pairs. All these currency pairs, because as a trader, you are not expected to trade everything you see in the market. Most of us think that the key to successful trading is to trade the whole market. You will be confused. So don't make the mistake of trading everything you see in the market. Just trade what you can trade, not all the market. You can pick one or two to trade, but some people think that the key to their success in trading is to trade every damn thing. If you do that, you actually make mistake, because it is not easy to be watching 4 or 5 markets at the same time. But once you pick a few of the currency pairs and you are only watching them, that means you are going to watch them and you understand how these markets move, so that you know when to buy them and when to sell them. Even me, I trade only few. So professionals in the world, all over the world, they don't trade many. But unprofessional people who are just learning thought they can trade everything in the market. All right, then these are the trading sections. We have 4 trading sections in the world. We have the Sydney section, We start, that's the first trading session that starts in the market. It usually starts by 10 p.m. Nigerian time. Then we have also Tokyo session. Tokyo session is also very, very it's a very good trading session. This session at the period you see Tokyo Japanese yen moving any pair that has to do with Japanese yen. This session is the session you can see them traded. Then we have London session. London session is one of the most traded sessions in the world. London session start by 8 a.m. our time, and then it ends at just closing time for it closes. Then we also have what they call New York session. New York session starts 1 p.m. Nigerian time. That is when New York opens. That is as they are waking up in New York by 8 a.m. there. Our time is 1 p.m. They start their trading until the trading from 4 down. Though it's 24 hours trading, Forex is 24 hours, but these openings are the major time for you to trade as a trader. You don't have to trade during the odd hours. During the odd hours, market usually don't move as much as the period that the market is very volatile. So as a trader, you need to look at these sessions that are very volatile so you can trade them. So those are the very key periods to trade. And the two markets to trade, concentrate your attention more on London openings and New York openings, meaning from 8 a.m. our time, you should be thinking of placing trade. Look at their chart from 7. That's why our morning classes are usually 7 a.m. We look at charts during this period, and then we see as market is about to open at 8 a.m. London time, we can now be making our trading decisions. Then as the market opens, that's 8 to 10, then noon, market start dying down gradually. The volatility start dying off gradually. So these are the periods that traders make more money than odd hours. So London too, from that 1 p.m. our time, 2 o'clock our Nigerian time, you should be looking at those charts that have to do with the United States dollar. Okay, let's go to this. This is called buying. If you look at the screen, it's showing you buying and selling the currency pair. This is Euro USD. The Euro USD, like I told you, is one of the most traded currency pairs that we have in the market. So when you have what you have on the left is the base currency, while what you have on the left, on the right is quote currency. Now, if you feel that the quote currency, the base currency is going to go up in this scenario, it is Euro USD. You place a buy. That time, maybe there's something wrong with the economy, somebody is saying something, you are very sure that the market is going to go up rather, you place a sell, and when that price moves up, because Forex is basically prediction, you predict the movement of the market. You predict the movement of the market. So when your prediction goes through, you make money. But there are sometimes your prediction may not work, because most of us thought that because we are traders, we have to make money every single day. There are sometimes your prediction may not work, but the key is to analyze it very well so you can try as much as possible to predict right more than you are predicting wrong. At least if you're making even 60% of right prediction, then you can make profits. So when you say the quote currency is going to go down, that means you're going to be placing a sell. Then your prediction works. The market goes in your direction, you make profit, and that movement is called PEEP. Those of us who don't know PEEP, that is where PEEP comes in. The movement of this market, when price moved from 360 to 367, it has moved in 1 pip. So if you are selling from here, this is, look at where this arrow is, this sell signal. If you are selling from this point and price move from here to this point, if it is this point, for instance, this particular movement is 80 pips. So when you make pips in the market, you now, what you make as capital or profit will be determined by the lot size you're using. We are going to be talking about lot size. So what traders, as a trader, what you should be thinking about every single day is the number of pips you are going to make in a day, not the number of how much money I want to make. No. If you want to set a goal for yourself, set a goal, because as a trader, you need to set goals. You need to set goals every day. You need to have trading goals. How many pips do I want in a day? Set a clear goal on that. Then you now work on that. You look at your charts. If you're a day trader, you can be targeting daily number of pips. But me, I prefer weekly goal. I prefer weekly goal. So have a goal for like a week. I want to target 50 pips for every week. Once you are comfortable in targeting number of pips, that means you can make money in Forex. But when your mind is how much dollar you want to make, you actually lose money, because that is the mistake most of us make. Instead of thinking about how many pips I am going to target in a week, we instead talked about how much money I'm going to make. No. First of all, earn money pips, so that even if you are using a small account to trade, you can, with that number of pips you're making, by the time you fund the account and you have good capital, that means you have already mastered the skill of making number of pips, so you can make huge amount of money with your pips, with your trading skills. So let's talk about lot. So number of pips now translate to lot. What is a lot in trading? This is very, very beginning of Forex. This is just Forex. This is how it started. These are the basic things you need to know. Once you know these things, you know how to place your trade, your journey has started in Forex. The difference between some people who lose money in Forex is that this thing, lots, most people don't know about it. So most of us perhaps got involved in trading through brokers. And you know what? Your brokers will tell you to trade with standard lots. Because the other day I was with a friend and he told me that he got involved through a broker. He met them online through advertisement, and they told him to fund his account, which he did. Then they started giving him signals. From there, they will tell him to use lot sizes, and the lot sizes are standard lot sizes. Meanwhile, he's operating with a small account. See, Forex, why some people blow their accounts is because of lack of knowledge. From this day, for the fact that you are here, you are not going to blow your account. If you are blowing your account now, that means it is your fault, not Forex, it is you. Why people blow their accounts is this. Number one is they use high lot size. Most people think that once they become traders, they are going to become millionaires overnight. No. No. You cannot become a millionaire overnight. It's a gradual process. You have to grow your account over time. Gradually, you can grow your account to become a millionaire, but not in a day. So the mistake most people make is as they register with a broker. Broker tell them you can make money. Once candlestick shows going up, place a buy, use standard lot, they lose money. Maybe they may win 2 or 3, but before you know it, they've lost everything. It pains me when I hear people say, I lose $5,000, I lose $10,000. Today I was chatting with a lady in Lagos. She said she lose $700 in one trade. I say, how? Ask her how. She could not explain. I said, $700 in one trade? She said, yes. I was chatting with another young man who chatted me from Abuja. He said he lost $400 in one trade. and he has blown his account. So those stories are the cost of not knowing lot size they are using. Once you know what lot size you are using, you cannot blow your account. So what are lots basically? A lot refers to a bundle, refers to as a bundle of units in a trade. If you buy a 24-pack water, you are essentially buying one lot. You can't buy 3 bottles. You have to purchase them as a full pack. What does this statement mean? This statement basically means that just like the water, there are some supermarkets like maybe ShopRite. I think that's one of the big supermarkets we have in this country or in Africa. You go to places like ShopRite, you cannot buy one bottle water. Some places, most supermarkets too, if you want to buy water, you have to buy them in pack. So what it means is that in currency trading, you cannot buy or sell one particular currency. I mean, just one particular amount of currency. You have to buy them in units. So let us look at these units. What are these units? Now we have what you call standard lot. We have what they call mini lot, and we have what they call micro lot. Look at the screen very well. The standard lot gives you a pip movement of a standard lot gives you $10 per pip. So for instance, if you're trading with a standard lot and you made a profit of 80 pips, what that automatically means is that you have made $800 in that trading. That is what it means. So, but before you use a standard lot, you have to have a good account. We are going to get there. You cannot just go to the market and start trading standard lot. If you do that, that means you are gambling. And that is how most people gamble. They don't use stop loss. They use high lot size. They just press and they forget. Like the young lady yesterday, I said, how did they lose their money? She said she placed a trade and the trade went against her. I said, so where were you that time? She said she forgot. She was working. There was no stop loss. Now, what is a stop loss? Stop loss is just like as the name implies, stop loss. It stops you from losing all your money. For instance, if you are placing a trade from here, this is a sell. All right, your stop loss should be up here. After this red, your stop loss should be up. So that in case, let me even draw it. Okay. So your stop loss should be here. For this sell, your stop loss should be somewhere here. You should put your stop loss this particular price, because sometimes the market can go against you. So what that lady does was that she was placing a sell, but instead of the market to go down and make a profit, the market was going up. And because she does not have a stop loss, the market was just going up. And once you go to that place, once you get to your stop loss, the market will just, if you don't put a stop loss, by the time it passes, it reaches a particular level, your money will just, the broker will just close your account. It is called margin call. I will show you what a margin call is as we are going through the training. So these traders trade without stop loss. Those traders that trade without stop loss are people like the banks and all these institutions that have a lot of money, because market that is going up must surely come down someday. So they have millions of dollars in their account. So even if they don't use stop loss, it's none of their business. They can use a standard lot and place a trade. So they don't have time, whether they are using stop loss or not. But as a retail trader, you don't have such kind of money to withstand the volatility of the market. So always use stop loss. Stop loss helps you to prevent losing all your money. So now, if you are using a standard lot with this thing, what you are going to make is $800 for this particular movement. Now, if you are using a mini lot, this is a mini lot. A mini lot will help you control, you are going to control 10,000 units of currency. That is mini lot. So with this mini lot, if you make $80 per pip, $80 pip movement, what you are going to make is $80. So the lot size that you're going to use, it is the account size that will determine the lot size that you're supposed to use. We are going to go to where we'll show you how to minimize your risk, and so that you know the right lot size to use, and you know the right lot size to use. So for mini lots, that movement is going to give you 80 pips. The micro lots, there used to be nano lot, but right now they don't have, no broker offer nano lot. But now the least lot size we have is micro lot. For a micro lot, you are going to be controlling 1,000 units of currency. And this movement, for this particular movement, what you are going to make is just $8, because it's 10 cents per pip for a micro lot. All right. This is how it's going to look like on the MetaTrader 4. If you have not opened your downloaded MetaTrader 4, you should do that. This is how it looks like on the platform. This is how you are going to place the trade. If it is a standard lot, it's going to be 1.00. If it is a mini lot, it's going to be 1.10. If it is a micro lot, take note of this thing. This is where most people make mistake. Even professionals, when I started, I made that mistake. I was trading a standard, I thought I was trading with a micro lot, not knowing that I was trading with a mini lot. I lost a lot of money in that. Then I was learning just like most people right now until I got used to it. So just get used to this particular volume sizes, so you don't make the mistake I initially made when I was learning as well. All right, so how does buying and selling looks like? How does buying and selling looks like? Look at the screen so far. You can see that we buy from the down while you buy from the top. This is a clear direction of how we buy the market or sell the market. If the prices is down, this is called support. This is called resistance. So support and resistance are places where prices are touched and bounce back. So basically, whenever price approaches these zones, these are called zones, you'll be thinking of placing a buy. But for this class, we are not learning how to place a buy with a zone, but this is how the buy looks like in the market, and this is how sell looks like in the market. All right. Now let us talk about one important topic here, the pip. So like I told you, pip is the measurement of the market, the movement of the market. Now, how do we calculate this pip? How do we calculate? Once there is an alert or a signal sent to you, the first thing you should do as a trader is to calculate the number of pips that is involved in that take profit and in that stop loss. If you learn how to calculate pips, you can now use that to manage your risk. So now, how do we calculate pips? So pips are they are the 4 decimal number after the comma. That is what pip is all about. In this is how the market, this is the prices, but this last one is actually the pip. This one that is in red, circled in red, is called the pip, 13021. So this one is the pip. The market moved from the Euro USD is at 1.302 plus 1 pip. 180 plus 1 pip. it is going to be like this. Like this. For the last number, that is 1, is the pip. So if on the contrary, now like this, if I say that Euro USD is at 0 point minus 1 pip, this one, it means that this one is minus, that is the pip has reduced to 19, when the number will now be 0.3019. So pip is the fourth decimal number after the comma. That is what pips is all about. And pip will determine what you make in the market. Then you cannot translate that to lot sizes that you're using. So we are going to let us learn how to calculate these pips, because this is very, very important. If you don't know how to calculate pips, then you are going to be having some issues. Now, let's say now I entered from here. Let me do my calculator, so we can use calculator. If you don't have a calculator, you can use your phone. Let us do this calculation, for this calculation of pips. Excuse me 1 minute. All right. So let's say you want to calculate your pips. Now, if you enter this number, this is okay, let me use another number. Let me just use this. Let's have all right. Please, can you see the screen? Is it clear? Hello, please. Is the screen clear? All right. Okay, let us calculate pip. Now, how do you calculate a pip? Let's say I want, like yesterday, I sent you a signal, and the signal says entry point. Entry point. So I want to calculate entry point pip and the stop loss pip. So what you need to do is just to, if you enter, let's say if you enter USD card at 1320, no, sorry, 1.132 761 761. If you enter Euro USD at 1.3271, and then you exit. Okay, let's say this is your take profit pip, and you exit at and exit at is it? At 1.33058. Just look at this formula because this is very important. You need to learn how to calculate pip so that you can always know the number of pip you want to make in the market. So once you do this, so if you do this now, if you enter Euro USD card at 1.23761 and exit at this, now how many pips have you made? To answer this question, what you need to do, I don't know why, I'm not too professional in this Microsoft Word. Now, to answer this question, how you calculate it is simple. You just type your entry point. Now, that is the entry point, 1.32761. So entry point minus entry, you just say entry point 1.32761 minus the take profit. If you want to calculate stop loss pip, it's going to be minus stop loss pip number. So let's say we are calculating the take profit pip now. You just say minus now the take profit number 1.33058. You see, you get these numbers. These numbers you're seeing are numbers that you're going to find on your screen on the chart. This represents the amount, the price of this particular currency pair. It's like 1 USD is equal to this amount of card. 1 USD is equal to this amount of the card. So that is what it means. So this is what the numbers you're seeing. These are called parameters. These parameters are seen. You're going to find them on the chart. So once you do this, you now say, okay, what is equal to this? Will give you what? Now you now bring your calculator and enter these numbers. You know, say 1.32761 minus 1.33058 equal. It will give you automatically a figure that looks like this. It's going to be 0.00021. Like I told you, the pip is usually the fourth decimal number after this dot, the fourth one. So here is the 29 is the pip. You can just count 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth one is the pip. Or you can now, after doing this, you now divide it by this number. You divide this number 0.00291 by 0.0001. Because the pip is the fourth decimal number, you're going to do it 4 times. You're going to calculate this 4 times. So you divide this number by this particular number. This is the formula to divide this, since the pip is the fourth number. So this one, by the time you do this, divided by 0.0001, see, it will give you equal 29.1. You don't count the 1. So in this particular case, this 29 is your pip. This is another way of calculating it. But if you want to make things easier, once you calculate this minus this one, subtract this from the entry, subtract it from the take profit, you just do this. Automatically, it gives you this particular number. So this 29 is the pip. Then you can do whichever way. But anyone that has to do with Japanese yen, it's usually the second decimal number that is the pip. But every other currency pairs is the fourth decimal number that is the pip. So let us calculate the stop loss pip. So for that particular trade that we took, the first take profit is 29 pips. Now let us calculate the stop loss pip. If you want to know how many pips is involved in your stop loss, because by the time you calculate you go to your position size calculator, which we are going to do it, how to manage your risk, they will tell you to provide your stop loss pip. Now, if for stop loss, if you enter USD card at 1.32761 and stop at 1.320 69. How many pips have you lost? Now, to answer this question, because in every trade, you should be able to ask yourself, how many pips am I willing to risk with my account? Am I going to risk 40 pips for this particular trade? Am I going to risk 100 pips? Because the number of pips you risk, meaning that you are going to put your stop loss on that place. So let's say this market now, if you enter at this price and then stop at this price, how many pips are you going to lose? So to answer this question, you just go the way we did it the second time. You just say 1.3276, that is the entry price, 761. 1.32761 minus the stop loss pip, 1.32069. So if you do this, let's see what number will come out. If you have a calculator, you can be doing it with me. 32761 minus 1.32069. All right. If you are doing the calculation, if you do it, you'll see a number will come like this. A number will come like this, 0.00692. So since we said the pip is the fourth decimal number, class, what is the pip? Who can tell me what this pip, how many pip we have here? Let me know if we are following. Kate, how many pips, according to what we are seeing, is, according to the first calculation, how many pips is this that you are seeing? But pip is supposed to be the fourth decimal number. You're welcome, Mr. Robinson. So How many pips is that, Kate? Let me ask you this question. You can type. Who can answer this question with what you have seen so far? How many pips? Oh, good. 69 pips. Good answer, 69 pips. So for this, we have made 69 pips. This is another way of calculating it. If you want to do it the other way, you can just divide, just say 0.00692 by 0.0001. If you do that, they give you they give you something like this. Give you something like this. It's 9.2. And the other one is no, it's called pipette. You can call it pipette. It has no meaning. What you are focusing is the pip. So this is how you can calculate your pip. Now you have known your stop loss pip, you have known your take profit pip, you have known your yes, take profit and stop loss pip. So before you place any trade, buy or sell, let me open the chart and show you where we are, what we are talking about. It is on the chart. Let's see how it looks like on the chart. All right, let's say Cardian. Now, this is actually Cardian. Now, why I took that trade was because as I drew this trend line, I saw that the market was respecting. Anyway, this is not for basic student. This is actually a basics class. So let me not go further and explain all that. So what we have done so far is that where we are trying to enter the market is from here. 7, 6, 9. Okay, somewhere from here, that buy stop. This is where we are entering the market. So in case the price go against us, we can the take profit, the stop loss is here. We enter from here, somewhere here. So in case the market triggered, it was a buy stop. It was a buy stop. If in case the market triggered, this is where we are stopping. Now, this is trading view. You can use trading view for analyzing your market. So you can also measure. There is a tool that you can use to instead of use your brain to calculate this. But as a forex trader, it's good you have this knowledge so that when you are using trading view, if you are not using your brain to calculate, you already know how to calculate it. Now you can drag it. You can now right and left click your computer. If you're using a computer, then you drag it down. Now you can see that the number of pips is showing. So this is where we are actually at. 6. Okay, I think somewhere here that we are going to stop somewhere here. 6, 7 exactly. So we are going to stop somewhere here. So if the price go against us, we don't have to lose all our money. Now that is how you take your profit. You set your stop loss because sometimes the market could go against. Look at now, the market even went down here. It came down here, but it has started moving up. Though our trade has not triggered, but sometimes it could come and trigger your trade and then come down. So those that does not have stop loss, they keep allowing the market to come down. The numbers you are seeing, these are the parameters you are going to type on your Meta 4 platform. So before you place that trade, let's talk about how you can manage your risk before you place any trade. Now we've known our take profit pip, and we have known our stop loss pip. You come here. Let us type. This app is very, very important. If you don't know this app as a trader, this software rather, if you don't know this software as a trader, you are going to lose a lot of money. That is why one trader said, I have lost millions of naira and all that. It makes me sad because they don't have this skill. This is what we call risk management. What you do is just to click this. So what you do, you just have to click this. You see these numbers coming up. This is what you call position size calculator. As a type position size calculator, Google will automatically bring this one for you. They are the best. It is called my FS book. So you click it. We have baby pips and the rest, but this is the best. This is my favorite. Once you click it, now let's say you have an account of $1,000. Let's say you have an account of $1,000. Now, how much are you supposed to risk? At least, professionally, at least don't risk more than 3% of your account. If you are very conservative, it should be 2%. But if you are aggressive, you're an aggressive trader, at least professionally, don't risk more than 3% of your account. But let's say you have an account of $1,000. What you do is just type 1,000. You can change your currency to your own. These are the currencies they have. Maybe you're not using USD. Now, the risk ratio is where you type your 3%. Stop loss pip. Remember, we calculated 29 pips for that particular trade. You type 29 pips. Now, when somebody said I lose money in Forex, I want to know how. We are trading CAD card. We are trading CAD card, right? You can come here, you find USD card rather. Okay, USD card, you click. Now, based on the lot size, based on the account size, based on the risk ratio, based on the number of stop loss you're using, if the trade go against you, look at how much money you will lose, just $30. With this $30, you can sleep. You can sleep, relax with your family, play with your kids, take your wife out for a night outing. But if you don't do this, you have $10,000 worth of account and you are trading this. Now you're going to use this lot size. Look at the lot size. You are controlling 13,715 lot size. This is mini lot. This is mini lot. So if, for instance, you are taking 2 positions, you are going to divide that position by 2. If it is 2 positions, that means you are going to be trading with so because of take profit 1 and take profit 2, when we are twin trading, is going to be 0. Okay, let me go to my all right. This is how most people blow the account. They don't have this particular knowledge. So they gamble. Most traders are gamblers, not really traders. They just come to the market, I want to make millions overnight, and they lose millions overnight as well. If you have two positions, this 3% does not mean that you type 0.1 like this on your metaphor. No, you type it 2 times. If you type it 2 times, like this 2 times, it means that you are risking 6%, not 2%. The best way, what you are going to do if you are taking 3 positions, you are going to divide it by 2. Well, by the time you divide it by 2, it's going to give you 0.5. You can leave the 3, you just trade with 0.05. This is what they call mini 5 micro lot. So in case the trade go against you, you still have plenty money to trade with. You still have $970 to trade with. Even if you lose 10 times, which is not possible, there's no way you can take 10 trades all straight loss. This money is still there. But now, if your stop loss is wider, let's say your stop loss is 60 pips, it's going to change as well. You see? Still $30, but the loss size you are going to be taking as reduced. This is 0.06. With this, you are going to be using only this. Like this. 2. Since you are taking 2 positions with this. If you are trading like this, you don't have to be scared of the market. You don't have to be, my market, I'm going to lose money. No. See, when you are trading and you are too excited, it means that you have taken too much positions. You have taken too much risk. Trading don't have to be excited. In fact, my mentor, according to my mentor, he said trading is very boring. He said trading is very, very boring. Make your trade be boring in the sense that in every trade you place, you know how much money you want to risk so that you can sleep. By the time you learn to trade and sleep, if you're trading and you cannot sleep, that means your trade is very, very excited. And why is he excited? Because you want to make money overnight. Look at what some people do. They have $1,000 worth of account. And let's say they are going to be trading with, let's say they are using 60%. Let's see whether they will use standard lot. Okay, this is big. Let's say 5.5. Standard lot, right? It's a big. Let's say 50. You see? Let's say 49, 48. You see? They are trading. This is standard lot now. They want to trade standard lot. They love this standard lot because standard lot will give you $10 per pip. 20 pips, you are making $200. Very, very fantastic. It is a good decision. It is very sharp money. But look at, you are risking 60% of your account, 48% of your account because you are trading with a standard lot. Because it is only when you are risking that amount, you'll be able to trade standard lot, which is 100,000 units. Now look at the money you will lose, $480 at only for taking 1 trade. This is not how to trade now. If you take 2 trades, you have lost 2 trades, you are out of the market, and you say, Forex, I lose money in Forex. Forex is not where you lose money like that. It's lack of knowledge. This particular risk management knowledge is not there. So let's say you have $10,000 in your account. You are very buoyant. You have a lot of money. That's over 3 million naira. You have $10,000 in your account. Now you have $10,000 in your account and you are risking only 2% of your account. Okay, let's say 3% of your account. If this trade goes so against you, look at, you lose only $300. You can relax. You can relax. Look at the trade you take. You will take $6 per pip loss side because this is 6 mini lots. $6. If the trade move in your favor in 20 pips, you are still making money in the market. You can relax, you can stay, you can sleep with your wife, you can play with your children, you can go and play football, you can read your books, you can listen to something positive, you can do anything you want to do every single day. You can go to your job, you are not scared, you are not excited, but the reason why most people are so scared and excited because they are taking too much risk in their trading. So this is how you calculate your PIP. This is how you calculate your risk. Rather, with this, you don't have to be scared of the market. If you lose, fine, you come again. Okay, let's look at someone who has a small account. Let's say you don't have that kind of money, you have very small account. Let's say you have $50. Now with $50, if you calculate, and this topic is very important topic that most people neglect it. Most people neglect this topic. They want just, their own is, give me strategy, give me strategy, give me signal, give me signal. I want to make money, I want to trade. They don't have this knowledge. All they know is signal and trading. But trading is beyond just signal. Trading is most important thing in trading is risk management. That is why banks employ traders who have discipline about risk management. If you are working with a bank and you are trading for a bank and you don't follow their risk management directive, they will sack you immediately. They have so much strong risk management rules that if you disobey these rules, you are gone. So let's say you have $50 and you want to trade with this money. You are risking, like that our trade is 69% of the account. 69 stop loss is 69 pip stop loss. Just click calculate, boom. With this, you are losing. This is what they call nano lot. This is what is called nano lot, and because there is nothing like nano lot, with this kind of calculation, you just have to trade with 0.01. That's all, one position, because you cannot trade 0.003. It's no broker offer that kind of loss size for you to trade. So you just trade with 0.01. That is one micro lot. That is 10 cents per pip. Nothing more. But some people with that kind of small account, $50, they have $50 in the account, they will trade. Signal. Boom. Signal. Boom. Robot, give me signal. Robot has given me signal 0.02. Robot has given me signal 0.02. Robot has given me signal 0.02. Plenty position, because they are believing that the robot is the money making machine. The next thing, all the trade just move against you for a while. Everything gone. Bye. You just tell your broker. You say a broker is not this signal people, they've killed me. Even if the signal is sent by JP Morgan, himself, the highest traders in the world, this is what you will do. Don't risk more than 3% of your account. That is how we trade professionally. Even in volatility. Some of us, we are going to trade volatility with our $50 account. Fine, we can trade it. But in volatility, it's even the worst. Volatility this is the least loss size now. You shouldn't be trading more than this. Only one position for volatility. You have $50. Don't even make an attempt to even do it. I wish at least there is a nano lot for volatility. Would have been trading even trade like this for volatility. But we don't have such lot size. So for volatility, with your $100 account, with your $50 account, you can literally use $100 to build to $1,000 with volatility. It is very, very possible. In as much as you know the direction of the market. You can. But the key is, are you managing your risk properly? Because if you don't manage your risk properly, you are gambling with your money. So this is about risk management. Are we clear on this? Are we clear on this? Let us interact. Are we clear on this? Mr. Frank, do you understand what I'm doing? Mr. Frank, live. Are we clear? Are you getting it? All right. Kate, okay. All right, let us, okay. Okay, very clear. Okay, somebody said very clear. All right, let us go to the next topic, which is, let's go to the next topic. Which is, Julius, are you clear, Mr. Julius? Good luck. Are you clear? Okay. Okay, we have Randy in the house. Randy, I hope you understand what you're trying to do here. Risk management. You can rewatch this video. This video is going to be uploaded, of course. You can actually rewatch this video so that you would understand what I have been trying to say here. Risk management is the key, the first thing in trading, but most people talk about trading strategy. Trading strategy is second. If you have a good strategy and you don't manage your risk well, you are still gambling. That is what it amounts to. It's still gambling. All right, good luck. So let's go straight to the next topic. We have learned how to calculate pips. We've learned how to calculate. Okay, so like this is stop loss, calculating stop loss. We've done that. So you buy up, stop down, meaning that if you're going to be placing a buy, your stop loss should be down. If you are going to be selling from this top, your stop loss should be up. So that in case trade move against you, you have something protecting you. Yes, the 3% should be every pair or total trades for the day. No. It should be, if you have an account, it should be each trade you're trading, not the total account side. Each trade you're trading is not for if you are placing a trade, for that particular trade, you can use 3% of your account size. For that particular trade, because some trade may be in your own favor. So for every trade, don't risk more than 3% of your account. Let's say you want to trade Euro USD, you calculate 3%. You want to trade Euro JPY, you can calculate 3% of your account. But if you are trader too many, you should also know that if your account is maybe $50 and you are risking, you want to place plenty trades. Even if the trades are good, don't take all of them because your money will be at risk. If something happens, all your money is gone. Of course, all your trades may not go wrong. All may not go wrong. So always risk 3% for per trade for any trade, any currency pair you're trading. Okay, so you stop up, stop down. So whenever you're placing a sell, your stop loss should be up. When you're buying, your stop loss should be down. Don't make the mistake that they don't trade with stop loss. That is how one of my friends lost $5,000. He didn't say, I said, how did he lose it? He said, I was just buying. I placed a sell and I didn't know, like the other girl, he didn't know. And before you know it, everything gone. You see? All right, so stop loss is very important in trading. Only people like JP Morgan don't use stop loss. People like Warren Buffett, they can just place their trade and relax, and because market must come down, anything that's going up must come down. Now we have what is called margin. Margin is actually the down payment you make. It is called margin. It's the down payment a trader makes to participate in a trade. margin is calculated based on leverage. Now, to control 100,000 units of the currency, which is 100,000, which is a standard lot. Now, leverage. Let's talk about leverage. I don't have slide for leverage. Okay, I think there's no. I'm supposed to have a slide for leverage. Okay, since I don't have a slide for leverage. So when you're opening your brokerage account, when you're opening an account with your broker, they will ask you leverage. So that leverage means you borrow money. Those days, if you want to trade something like 100,000 units of currency, you need to come with at least $100,000 to participate in such a trade. But now with online trading, we have what they call leverage. So with that leverage, you can come with small amount and take a large position. So if you are using 100 to 100, 100 to 1, 100 to 1 leverage, it means that your broker, for every $1 you are playing with, your broker is giving you $100. So how do you know how much money to take to have in your account before you can take a standard lot? Simple. You calculate how to know your true leverage, how much you are supposed to be putting in your account to have to trade a particular lot size. Let's say you have now your broker in America, they don't allow more than 50, 1 into 50. For America, it's just 1 into 50. So there is a little bit, but we in Africa and other part of Europe is 1 is to 100. You can choose 1 into 100, 1 into 200, 1 is to even 1,000, but 1 is 100 is very okay for you to start with. All right. So now, how do you know, calculate your true leverage? Simple. If you want to know how much you are supposed to deposit in your account to take a particular lot size, you are going to divide. You're going to divide are going to do this. Maybe your lot size, you're going to trade 100,000 units. All right. Now what you do is just this. Just divide 100,000 by 100. If you divide this, it will give you equal to 1,000. So for you to trade standard lots that you so much desire, you must have $1,000 in your account for 1 into 100. But if it is 1 into 50, like in America, it's $2,000 you must have in your account. But most people, they have $500. I've seen someone who has even $200 who places a trade. Your trade will go fantastic. Your broker will be glad to just follow you one time. The trade, because sometimes the first time you're trading, the trade may just go negative, even if it will go in your own direction. But it may first of all go negative for a while. But if you are using like this now, if you don't have $1,000, but even without using position size calculator, don't even make an attempt. You are just gambling that one. For a mini lot, this is for a standard lot. Standard lot. Standard lot size. So you must have at least this $1,000 because you are controlling hundreds. Now for a mini lot, at least you should have mini lot. Mini lot is $10,000, 10,000 units you are controlling. So you divide by 100, which is your the leverage your broker is giving you, which is just 100. So for a mini lot, your broker can allow you to place trade with $100. That is, if you want to trade, have $1 per pip lot size, you can actually have at least $100 in your account. They will allow you. But micro lot size, it should have like at least $10. So how do you know? You just divide. This is $1,000. You're controlling $1,000. 100 is going to be equal to, this is even 10. All right, so this is actually what you are supposed to have in your account to participate in this trade, because we are going to be choosing 1:100 leverage amount. The leverage should be 1:100. When you are choosing a broker, you will have an option to choose 1:200, but 1:100 is perfectly okay. Very, very okay. Frank, this is not volatility. This is Forex. This is Forex. This is Forex. All right, so let us look at our trading. So that is for leverage. Leverage is basically what your broker borrow you to enter the market. So you don't have to come with all the money. You just come with something as a down payment. Your broker leverage the rest for you. And let's look at all this equity on your platform. So from this day, don't trade and don't tell me that you have lost money in Forex. If you lost money in Forex, that means you made a decision to lose the money. All right. So on your MetaTrader 4, you are going to be seeing something like balance equity. So balance is how much money you actually have deposited into your account. It includes your profit and losses. Equity is how much money you actually have liquid plus invested. While the money is invested, it still counts towards your equity. When you're actively in a trade, equity fluctuates. Let me show you what I mean. This is very, very important, so pay close attention to this. Now, this is where they say I've blown my account, because most people don't read this thing. If you look at this one, we have balance. This is the amount you deposited earlier, $5,000. Equity is the amount you're making, because now you are in profit in 57 cents. Your equity, you are on this top. Your equity has increased. But if you are losing, your equity too will be reducing. Now, if you make free margin is actually the amount you still have to take a position. Free margin. Margin level percentage. Margin level percentage is the amount. This one now, don't allow this thing to close to 100, because if this thing is close to 100, you will actually lose your money. They will close your account. Whenever you place trade, this thing will be either reducing, or if you are winning, this thing will be reducing. So if you have so many positions, this your margin level position will be going down in case the trade is against you. So don't ever allow this thing to get to 100. Like this trade now this one is a very good one, because the equity, the margin level percentage is very, very high. So whenever you're trading, watch this thing. This is where somebody say, I've blown my account, but it is called margin call. That is what we call margin call. Maybe because you have so many positions, maybe that trade may even go in your direction, but because you have so many positions at a time, this is going to happen to you. Broker will just gladly close you, because, okay, Albert say it has happened to me. If you happen to blow your account, how does the broker get his leverage money back? Once as he lose, broker has already made his money. One broker made their money through spread, the difference between the buying and selling. So broker, whenever you're losing, the brokers are making money. So that's why brokers like new traders. Whenever you're new in trading, they will like you. They will be seeing your trade as, they said, brokers make their money through first-time traders, because majority of forex traders, new people, lose. So brokers are more interested in first-time traders. But by the time you start making money in forex, brokers will start observing you, because they are watching your trade. As you place a trade, they are watching your trades. This person is making money all the time. At the time, they'll be edging you. Whenever you're placing a buy, them too, they will place a buy in their platform, because they know that you're good in analyzing the market. So watch out for this. Whenever you are in a trade, this is when you're already in a trade. Watch out for this on your metaphor. Watch out for this. All right, I think we have really gone a long way. So I'm going to allow you to, the next lesson, tomorrow we are going to be placing trades. This is just the introduction. This is how Forex work. So tomorrow we are going to go into the other basics. Now you know what is lot, what is a pip, what is how to calculate their account, how to calculate pip, and then you've also known how to calculate your risk. So if you have anything, if you have a question, you may ask your question by indicating, so that I can answer whatever question you have tonight. So any question, please, any question for this class? Any question? Do we have any question? Okay, Randy said, I have a question. Okay, Randy, I'm going to unmute you. All right, Mr. Randy, you can go ahead and ask a question. All right, Mr. Randy, you can talk. Okay, Mr. Albert is raising his hand as well. Mr. Randy, go ahead and talk. Your microphone is on. All right, Mr. Randy is not talking. Okay, maybe you can text, because you can't talk right now. I don't know why you are not talking. But let me unmute Mr. Albert. Mr. Albert is raising his hand. Okay, Mr. Albert, you can talk, sir.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My question is, if I have $1,000 as my deposit or equity, and I happen to take a trade where I have, and I'm using a mini lot. I'm just using it for the purpose of this question. I'm using a mini lot, which means if I should have 1 pip as profit, that would be $1. And then I have my stop loss at about 30 pips, which means using a mini lot, that is 30 naira. Now, relating that one to the margin, what would now be my margin, my margin balance since 30, because I am already risking $30 and I have 1,000 naira. I think it's going to be $970. I don't know if my calculation is right. Hello?
Hello, I'm listening. Just go ahead.
So if I'm to put another trade, and then I equally still, maybe this time around, I have my stop loss at 40 pips, which means that would be 40 naira. And then I was having 1,000 as my equity. I have taken a risk of 30 before, and my second pair of the risk is 40, which means I've totally for the 2 trades, I have taken a risk of about $70. That 70 minus, out of 1,000, I think I will be having about $930 left as margin. I don't know if my calculation is
yes.
correct. That's my question. So for every number of the risk you take, because it is the lot size or it is the stop loss size that is the risk you've taken, your margin keep going down by that percentage. Am I correct?
Yes. Let me show you on the slide again.
Okay.
Yes. Now, on this slide that we have here,
yeah,
you can see that we have the equity balance is what you have deposited, all right?
Yeah.
So this balance remain like this. Now,
right.
Once you place a trade and the trade is against you, this equity will be going down. You'll be seeing it with your eyes. It will be going down.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that your money will be reduced only when the trade has ended.
Okay.
When you have lost out, because you have calculated your stop loss and you are willing to risk $70 for that trade.
All right.
That money will not. You will still be seeing your balance until maybe the trade has finally hit your stop loss. That is when it will now reduce your balance to that one. That is when your money will be there. Your down money will be there as $930.
So what's the difference between the free margin here and then the margin level?
Now, the free margin is actually the money you still have to take another trade. The more you take position, the more this one too reduces. If you take more position,
now what about the margin level?
This margin level percentage is what is determined.
Percentage, yeah.
Yeah, this margin level percentage, it has to be high because it's where people make mistake and blow their account.
Yeah.
This thing should not be less than 100. If it is going to 200 too, you should be careful. You don't have to, especially when the trade is against you. As you have taken.
No, so if it is what?
If it is below 100.
100, yeah.
Once this margin level, this one is 44,000 is very good.
Yeah, yeah.
But this thing should not be close to 100. Once let it be 400, 300 is good, it's okay. But by the time it gets to 100, if you just go below 100, they will close the account. They will just stop you all the money. Maybe sometimes the trade may even go your way, but because you have taken too much position, too much risk, so they will give you margin call.
Now, what about the margin itself, the 11.24? What does that one stand for?
This margin, this is just a figure they have. This is this margin is always here. It has, these are the things you'll be checking out for. These 4 things: equity, your balance, your equity, your free margin, and your margin level percentage.
Okay.
Yes, don't.
The margin itself doesn't really matter.
Yes, don't bother yourself about this one. Just bother yourself about this one is most important. This margin level percentage.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Yeah.
You can mute yourself. All right. So, Kulo, please. Okay, good luck said, please, if you have an account of $500 or 1,000 and your broker offer you 1:5. 1:5 is very high. It's very big leverage. Is it okay? Which one can you use that is good for 500? Okay, if you have an account of 1,000, is it okay? Or which can you use? You can use 1:100. That is okay. 1:500 is quite much. 1:100 is okay. Good luck. Have I answered your question? 1:100 is very okay. All right. So any other question? Anybody who has a contribution or a question can indicate so we can answer the question based on what we have just talked about. Okay, Frank. All right, Mr. Frank, go ahead.
Okay, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
So my questions are two. Number one question is on the MetaTrader 4, which is basically for Forex. How much is the minimum deposit that one can start with? Then
Okay.
my second question, sir, is still on Forex. Now, based on this margin level, let's say, for instance, that one has, let's say, maybe $50 like initially initiated and explained, and you place a trade about 2%.
Go ahead.
Now, my question, based on that 2%, if one loses, does the broker make money? Do you understand me, sir?
Yes. Your first question is, how much minimum can you deposit in your MetaTrader 4 account?
Yes, sir.
Then the second is, well, the first question is this. The money you deposit depends on the broker. Before now, like most brokers accept $50, even FSTM that I trade with accept $50, but now most of them have increased it to $100 before you can deposit. The minimum deposit in your account. But for volatility, you can start with even $20. Their minimum deposit is $10. I've seen somebody who used $10, $20 to increase his portfolio to $800 within just a week. $20 deposited in the account and he moved it to $800. So that's for volatility. But for Forex, most brokers accept $100. Then
okay, sir. Sorry, sir. Which broker would you recommend? FSCM, is it okay?
They are okay. They are okay.
Okay.
Then your second question, you said, come with your second question.
My second question is on the margin level, on the on the risk management.
Okay, you say which person your broker makes money?
Yes.
Of course, when you lose, your broker makes money.
Okay.
That's why they like new traders.
That's good. I'm not going to lose money.
Amen.
I'm not going to lose. I'm following you bumper to bumper. I'm not going to lose money.
You are not going to lose in Jesus' name. But whenever you lose money, they make money. That's why they like new people. They're always organizing seminars to bring new people and sign up. Once the new people sign up without knowledge, your broker will tell you to say, place them, place trade. The next thing you lose, they are happy.
Okay.
All right. So, Mr. Frank, I'm going to mute you now.
All right, sir.
So, any other person who has a question, so we can round up this session. Okay, if we don't have any other question, I want to encourage you. I want to thank you and commend you for being here, because what you're doing is actually the best education you're giving yourself. And the beauty of this knowledge is that you can pass on to your generation, because trading the financial market is a very good decision. By next week, we are going to be talking about the stock market from the scratch to how you can buy stocks from your home. So what you're doing is the best education you are giving yourself. But the only way this education will make you make money is when you tell yourself that I will never give up. Now, there is what you call definiteness of purpose. Napoleon Hill, in his book, described it as definiteness of purpose. He said, I want this. No matter what, I'll get it. Once you have that kind of mindset, you will achieve this thing. Katie says, does calculating risk management determine the lot size to use in trading? Of course. Of course, you must calculate it before you know the normal lot size to trade. So this should be what you have made up your mind to do, because most people, they are interested, but they are not committed. The reason why most people, So what is different between people who are committed and people who are interested? People who are committed, if they make a decision, say, I want this, they put all their best into it. But most people, they don't put their best. They do it halfway. Their one leg is down, their other leg is ground, one leg is up. If you have that kind of habit, trust me, nothing in life you will do that you become successful. The reason why today, by the grace of God, I am having the kind of result I'm having in trading is because of determination. I want it. See, you have to want it bad. That it's like you're hungry for it. That I want. When I first met my mentor who introduced me into trading, I told myself I want this because I love traveling. And when I travel, when you travel, if you have a normal traditional business where you have your business, you have your restaurant. I was running a restaurant in my state. If you have a restaurant, you have to be in your restaurant every day and night, monitoring your business. Or if you have a job, you have to be in the office every day. But when you trade, when you become a profitable trader, you can travel to anywhere. When I saw the young man traveling, his only thing he carries is his luggage and his family. And then he's traveling the world. I said, if this young man can do it, I can do it. There is nothing anybody has done that you cannot do it, but you have to be hungry for it. You have to have a why. That why is very important. Once you have a why, the reason for doing that, you do it. For me, the reason is very many. There are a lot of poverty in this country. My reason for doing what I'm doing is to help people get out of poverty. See, the Bible said my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. So what incriminates human beings, what makes us where we are is lack of knowledge. So I was ready, I was determined to get this knowledge. So have that kind of mindset. Tell yourself, no matter what, I will get this knowledge, no matter what. You may have initial setbacks. Sometimes you may not even have enough money to buy data. It happened to me. Maybe you may not even have money to fund your trading account. That's still okay. But success is preparation meeting opportunity. Most people are interested in, hey, give me a signal, give me a signal, give me a signal. I want to make money and go. I want to make money and go. Don't have that mindset. Giving you signal. Give me a signal. Mr. Albert, of course, you don't worry. Someday you will know him. Someday you will know him. Maybe I'll bring him to this platform to speak. Just someday. Then you want to know my mentor. It's okay. So, okay, all right. So, give you a signal, give you a signal, give me a signal, give me a signal. Give you a signal is very okay, but give you a signal will not make you rich. You know why? Because you don't have any knowledge. You are relying on someone to give you a signal. If you want to enjoy this business, be more interested on attending the classes, be more interested in reading the books that is sent to you. So if you have a why of doing what you're doing, because for me, I have children. I want to give my children education. I don't want them to go and work and suffer being abused by bosses and being dictated by someone before they can go out and have a vacation. No. My first daughter, she's 9 years old. She's already trading. So have a why for doing what you're doing. So you have to put in all your best. Tell yourself, I will get this thing no matter what. I will not give up. Sometimes you may lose some money in the course of trading. It happens, but don't tell yourself, I will not give up. Trust me, if you have that kind of mindset, you win. So you have to change your habit of spending time every single day not doing something that has any direction. I mean, see, today, what you're doing is a vision you have seen for yourself that this is what I am going to be. If what you're doing is something you don't want to do in 10 years from now, I will advise you don't even attend class again. For me, what I'm doing, that's what I'll be doing until they bury me in this world. I will do it at my old age, I'll be doing it. So you have to tell yourself that I will keep doing it. Once that vision is clear, so you put in everything, every day, what you do matters. Most of us, we have signed on, but we have not cracked a page of the books that have been sent to us. If this what I'm saying is you, my advice for you is the key to your success is by study. Successful people are hard readers. They read every single day. Those books are very important because what you want to do, some persons have done it. They have decades of years of experience, and they have put these things on a book. You just have to read it. So read those books, all those books on mindset development, read it. Because your mind is very important. Your mind is what determines what you are going to be in this life. If your mind is not programmed for success, trust me, you won't succeed. That's why we have so many poor traders. Why? Because most people will have mentors who don't introduce them into mindset development. That is why whenever I do my programs, I start with the mindset. So be ready to invest in yourself every single day. If you are doing something, ask yourself, is what I'm doing today, is it in line with the goal I said I want to achieve? If what you're doing, if you're watching a TV, ask yourself, I don't have a TV in my house. I don't watch, I have, but my wife watches, I don't watch television. She watches it, but I think, I don't have time for all that. If what you're doing every single day, if it is not in line with the goals and dreams that you said you want to achieve, don't do it. Before you do anything, before a friend invites you for anything, ask yourself, what am I going to expect from this particular movement? Does it affect my goal? Am I going to get anything? What is going to be my result for doing what I want to do? Ask yourself. If what you do every day has no connection with the goals and dreams you said you want to achieve, then don't do it. That is the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people. Unsuccessful people spend their time lavishly. They don't even know that your time is the most valuable asset that you have. If it is gone forever. The best thing is to work, develop this skill. When I started, I was using 6 good hours every single day. I watched all the videos. I subscribed for this. I was able to rely on only my mentors. My mentor that introduced me to it. I had several mentors. I joined several organizations. I even joined one that was doing multi-level market. How many of us know about iMarket Live? Has anybody been to iMarket Live training? Okay, nobody knows about iMarket Live. I was into several of these companies, iMarket Live and the rest of them. There was one called Millions, so many of them. Those are network marketing companies. I was not interested. Okay, right, I know it. Okay, good. So I was not interested in the network marketing aspect of the business. I was more interested in the skill set. I was paying $150 then. I was doing that for almost a year because I had the money to pay. So sometime when I tell people to pay $60 to learn a skill for 6 months and they begin to argue with me, as a most time people don't know what they want. Because I spent a lot of money because I had the money to spend. I was in office, so there was a lot of money then, so I was just spending money because I wanted to develop myself, buying books here and there. I have one of the best library in my house. If you go to my house, you have books my children are always reading. So have that kind of mindset, please. It will help you. It will help you to help your generation because whatever thing you're learning today, you pass on to your generation. So I'm very happy for you. I'm very excited. I celebrate you, and I want to pray that you form these habits of successful people, of always doing something that has value, that has to do with their goals every single day. So once again, thank you for coming. We have come to the end of today's training. Read your books. Read your books. I cannot overemphasize that. Read your books all the time. Think and Grow Rich, very good book. Read That, Poor That, very good book. These are books that you cannot see them in the university. These are personal development books that can help you grow your mindset and grow your skills. Read those books about trading. Read them to help you improve your skills. Trust me, in the next 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, you'll be telling me, thank you. Okay, someone said, I market life, but interested in Forex, not marketing. Okay, how about, okay. All right, that's good. All right, so thank you for coming. So we'll see you again tomorrow by 6 p.m. All right, good night. Thank you, Mr. Tijani. Thank you. I'm happy to see you.